What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you guys. This is going to be season 11, episode 10, and this episode is titled Hot Tea Wet Banks, you guys. So before we go ahead and just jump into this, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a huge solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into this episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, shall we? All right, you guys. So I definitely, like I said, I want you guys to let me know what you guys thought about this episode. For me, the episode was a little meh. I wasn't enthused. I wasn't enthused by it. It didn't give me a whole lot, but we here nonetheless. Actually, this is actually why I didn't do it last night because I was like the episode was a little dry. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and take my behind on to sleep, and that's exactly what he did. So, yeah, this episode. Where do we start up with? Where do we start with this episode? Give me a second, you guys, to get to my notes. All right, you guys. So the episode we open up and we see Rennie, right? So Rennie is meeting up with Sierra. Now, when I saw Sierra on my screen, I was like, "Oh my God, Sierra!" You guys, this ain't no shade to Sierra, but I want her to stop touching her face, much like I want Erica Mena to stop touching her face too, right? Because if you guys, there's a photo of Erica that's out there that I saw. I think it was Monday night, and I did not even recognize who Erica was. Like Erica looked like Nene Leaks to me, and I was like, "Wow, girl, we really need to lay off of the plastic surgery at this point because it is just not. I mean, wow. That's all I got to say is wow." But Sierra kind of looked when I tweeted last night that Sierra, to me, she looks like a little bit of a meerkat with this stuff done to her face. But we see Sierra and she and Rennie, they are out, getting some, making some perfume, right? So Rennie is just, Sierra asked Rennie how she's doing. You guys remember Rennie lost her mom. I believe it was last season that she lost her mom. So prayers up for Rennie and her family. And so Sierra was just asking her how she was doing, and she said, it's kind of up and down, which, it definitely is up and down, especially when you lose your parents. If you guys have your parents, like I've said plenty of times before, if you guys still have your parents, love on them while you got them, because it's like she said, you could be here today and then they be gone tomorrow. But like I said, definitely extending prayers to her. I hope that she's able to get through this, the best way she knows how to. So then they talked about the fact of what happened between Amy and Rennie Rucci. Much like the last episode when they had that situation, I thought it was stupid, and I still think it's stupid. I didn't understand it because, like I've said before, I didn't hear Amy's song and I didn't hear Rennie's song, so I didn't understand what they were really arguing about. But if they felt like they needed to argue, then who am I to, say anything otherwise, right? So then they also talked about the situation between Erica and Rennie, right? So Sierra just wants for them to be cool with each other. And I'm like, girl, you can't make everybody cool with each other. Just because it's what you would like, it's not gonna always happen. And the more that I listen to the stuff with Rennie and whatever her name is, Erica Banks, it just sounds so stupid to me. It sounds trivial. It sounds childish. It just doesn't make any sense to me what they're really arguing about. Like I'm just not understanding what they're arguing about. If somebody does understand, feel free to enlighten me. But I can say that I think it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I honestly don't care to be quite honest with you. So that was that. So the next thing we have is Erica Dixon. So let me point this out real quick because I've had people come at me not in my comment section on here, but on social media. Because Bambi this week posted a video about Erica saying that if Erica really wanted to fight her, why didn't she fight her if she thought her child was not being fed, right? I'll give her that. but then I think it was the neighborhood talk, and so people have been coming at me saying what Erica said when she see her in the streets. Okay, when I see you in the streets, that means be ready. Because if I say if we're filming a reality TV show, and I say when I see you in the streets, that means be when we get away from these cameras, stay on ready, right? And then Bambi said, "What something about squaring up." Bambi got her bluff called when she told Erica to square up, and I said it last week, and I'll say it again this week. I don't think that Bambi was afraid of Erica, but I don't think she was ready. I don't think she expected Erica to do that. That's what I will say. So people have been coming to me about that, and then somebody said, the person who commented that Erica said when she see him in the streets, somebody gonna come up under that person's comment and say, yeah, it's people on the I hate Bambi train, and they must be deaf. They must something about deaf. So I have to hit that person back with a. First of all, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody on this show. And if you know me, then you would know that I'm not the biggest fan of Erica Dixon. I ain't no Erica Dixon fan, and I'm not a Bambi fan either. But to make the comment they must be deaf, I you know, I don't know why y'all try to use deaf as an insult to people. It's not an insult. And if you don't know, then yes, I am partially deaf in my left ear. So if I am watching it on my phone and in my AirPods, I don't always hear everything. And even still, when I'm watching on the TV, sometimes I don't always hear everything that is said. So I checked that person, and then I went back this morning after I left a comment for them. I noticed they had deleted their Instagram. Like, don't try to troll me and made a fool of yourself. But hey, so yeah, go on, let that be out. Let that be known. I don't see it for Bambi, and I damn sure don't see it for Erica. I think they both look foolish. If we're being honest with each other, I think they both look a little foolish. So Erica, Scrappy came down to Erica's store. I didn't even know that that store still exists. I don't even know if that store really does exist or if that was just for this scene. But either it is what it is, right? So Scrap is at her store, and I just find Erica to be. I look at Erica, and I really don't understand Erica. Like, how can you be cool with Scrappy when this man was trying to take your daughter away from you? Like, that's what's throwing me when it comes to Erica. I would have absolutely nothing for Scrappy, like not a damn thing. If you tried to take my child from me, no, it would be F Scrappy for the rest of his life, right? So Scrappy told Erica that he heard about the situation with her and Bambi, right? So Scrappy said that he's pissed that she even brought up the situation about the abuse thing. And I'm like, but why are you pissed at her for bring? Yes, was she wrong for bringing it up? Yes, but Scrappy, how are you so mad when you were the one that was going along with the situation with her? So I want for Scrappy to really make that make sense to me, because it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And so Erica is saying that Bambi's lying. So they did talk about the fact that E-Money called Bambi that lady, right? Honestly, when she called Bambi that lady, I still don't think it was that big of a deal that she called Bambi that lady. I want you guys to definitely tell me if you think it was a big enough deal, because like I said, for me, it just wasn't that deep. I mean, she said that lady. What else you want? Like, it ain't the end of the world. So even Scrappy said that, she said on social media about me, calling me that man, but then she says my daddy. And he was like, but she was just reaching out to me for some money and calling me daddy. So yeah, I just don't really believe that lady comment was that deep. I think the person who took it to heart the most, unfortunately, is Bambi. But I want you guys to tell me if you agree or disagree, and we can talk about it. So the next scene we're gonna get into is Jessica. So Jessica, you guys know she's having the surgery for her endometriosis. So it really wasn't a whole lot with her in this episode. We did see her sisters were there with her when she was getting ready to go into surgery. And we saw as she came out of surgery. I know she said that I think they took one of her fallopian tubes, and I forgot what else she said, but she said that the doctor gave her a timeline of getting pregnant within 6 months. And we're gonna wish Jessica nothing but the best on her journey to motherhood. I hope everything works out for her. I hope she's in a good space with her, her journey with her body and all that kind of stuff. I just wish nothing but the best for her. And it was nice to see her in this episode when she's not. It's nice to see Jessica when she's not talking about who. So yeah, that was really all we got. Two scenes with Jessica, and that was really it. So like I said, we're gonna send a prayer up for Jessica, and we're gonna wish her nothing but the best of luck when it comes down to her journey into motherhood. So the next scene, you guys, we got the miserable three. That is Bambi, Erica, and Sierra, right? So they were talking about at one point, Bambi said that Breland had told her that his TT, I think she was talking about Sierra, said motherfucker. And, they were talking about how they, Sierra, Erica was like, even when she's around other people's kids, she forgets not to cuss, but she doesn't do it around her kids. I'm like, if you don't cuss around your kids, you have, you don't, it's different, right? But then you go around people that you supposedly care about and you cuss around their kids, well, let me stop that. Let me stop that line. I used to cuss around my little cousin all the time, and he used to repeat some of the stuff that I said, but I would tell him not to repeat it. Like, you don't repeat this. So yeah, I guess I can't be too hard on her. But I ain't got no kids of my own. So they did talk about Safari and him being with Amara La Negra. Now, I have not watched Love and Hip Hop Miami currently. I'm going to watch it, I think, sometime today and get caught up on episode 1. But what I will say is I do believe that the situation with Amara and Safari is nothing but a storyline, right? And I agree with Erica. How do you turn your daughter's birthday party into a reveal that you two are in a relationship with each other? Very odd. Now, for Erica to sit there and say that nobody talks about them, I'm like, but girl, nobody talks about you outside of Love and Hip Hop. So y'all are all in the same boat. The difference between you and Amara is Amara can sing. You can't. Remember, Rich took your whole song and gave it to Olivia. I will never forget that. So they then talk about the fact that, Erica says that Safari has been trying to get back with her. I'm like, girl, you would be stupid to do it. Well, she showed a picture of them back in February where they were at the house together. He was, hugged up on her and kissing her. And so Bambi said, did y'all have sex? She said no, but she says no because I was on my menstrual. But he did, go downtown and, put his face in her place. I was like, that is, oh my God. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why do we need to know that men are, chewing on women that are going through their menstrual cycle? Ugh. I could have I could have gone the rest of my life and never knew that. So Sierra, and we find out also that Sierra and Erica, I guess all three of them have a group chat with each other. And at one point, they had taken Bambi out of the group chat. So they finally told Bambi why they took her out of the group chat. And I will be honest with you guys, when they revealed why they took her out of the group chat, to me, it sounded very fake and it sounded like a storyline. So Sierra says that, she was talking to Safari about Eric. And so Safari had told her that, he wanted to be in a relationship with her and that, he had been looking at her whenever she would come over to the house and cook for them. He would be in the kitchen taking pictures of her. I'm like, girl, why were you on the phone entertaining that conversation if this is real? If this is your good friend, your home girl, a close friend of yours, why are you entertaining this conversation from her ex-husband? It sounds like it's something that Mona Scott made up because it just doesn't sound real to me. So then Bambi wants to tell Erica that you need to set boundaries with Safari, like I have done with Scrappy. I don't call him from my phone. I was like, girl, you set boundaries with Scrappy? Oh, okay. I mean, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, I guess, but I don't see where you've set any boundaries with the man. But go ahead and set yourself off, right? So then they start talking about the fact that, Mama D was coming after Bambi, Erica was coming after Bambi, Imani was coming after Bambi, and so was Diamond, right? So they showed the tweets, they showed the comments from everybody, right? And this is all behind the word that the phrase that lady, right? So for Bambi to say that she's not at all bothered by that lady, I'm like, ma'am, you're a little bit bothered by being called that lady. I just want you to own up to it because she said it wasn't a big deal until Erica said something. Girl, it was a big deal when you posted it on your Instagram saying is really giving that lady. Because if it didn't bother you, you would have never, said you would have paid it dust if it didn't bother you. Being called that lady did bother you, and I just want her to own up to it and admit it. Like it's okay, it's fine, we get it. You didn't like being called that lady. It's not like she called you a bitch, a hoe, a tramp, none of that stuff. She just called you that lady. Like she said, like she's told them people, stop asking me about that lady. Stop asking me about my. And she said stop asking me about that lady, but then she also came back and said stop asking me about my stepmom. I'm like, girl, go somewhere, Bambi. You're lying. So then, they were talking about it, and so 2 hours had passed, and that's when all the stuff had blew up on the blogs where she had, showed that police report and everything. So Bambi in her interview was saying that if it was, she blamed it on Erica. I'm like, how can you blame it on Erica? That was you that released that police report and recorded Scrappy. So she said she really didn't want to do it. I'm like, you are lying, Bambi, because if you didn't want to do it, you wouldn't have done it then. And you also said it on camera to Erica. So if you really didn't want to do it, you would have never done it. So I just really want for Bambi to just be honest and say, yeah, I want to stick it to I've said it both times because I want to stick it to Erica. I don't fuck with Erica and I just want to get back at Erica. Like that's all you got to say. Like, and like I said, both of them, honestly, let's keep it a book. Both Eric and Bambi look foolish behind Scrappy. I don't get either one of them. I wish that they would just stop. So next up, we see Scrappy. So Scrappy is having a pool party, and he has all the guys there. So we see Jock is there, Safari is there, and Chaotic showed up, right? But before Chaotic got there, they were talking to Safari, right? Actually, they were talking about the situation with Bambi and Erica. It's childish on all fronts. I want to repeat one more time. It's childish on all fronts. So I don't want nobody to say, oh, you just coming at Bambi. I'm coming at Bambi and I'm coming at Erica. They're both childish and they're both doing the most, right? So they talked to Safari about the fact that he bought Amara's daughters those Rolex watches, right? So then Safari he says that, well, I'm a single man. Sir, I'm gonna ask this question. You can tell people to go to hell, whatever. But I'm just asking this question just to be asking this question. What the hell does you being single have to do with your children? I can see it if you bought a Amada brought her a Rolex watch, right, for her birthday. And you can say, people can say, oh, well, what about you never did this for Erica? Then he can say, well, I probably did or didn't. I don't know if he did or not, right? But he could then say, I'm a single man. So if I want to buy Amara a Rolex watch, I can do that. But it looks bad on your part because you have two children with Erica, and let Erica tell it you forgot your son's first birthday for your daughter's birthday, but you were there for Amara's daughter's birthdays. Now, granted, they were filming season 4 or 5 or whatever. I think it's season 5 of Love and Hip Hop Miami. So, again, like I said, with the Amara and Safari thing, I really just believe that this is a storyline on both of their parts. I don't believe it as far as I can throw it, right? So, Chaotic, when he got there, he also brought up the situation with Amara and Safari. Now, if you guys go back and watch Love and Hip Hop, VH1 presents Love and Hip Hop: The Family Reunion season 3, they filmed in Jamaica, and they played a game similar to the Family Feud, and they were trying to link all the women that Safari has been, quote unquote, linked to in Love and Hip Hop history, right? And they named Nikki Baby. They named some of the ones that we know about, right? And then somebody at one point said Amara, and she was like, "Oh no, Safari and I have never done anything, but now we see them on this show on Love and Hip Hop Miami. They're quote unquote dating each other. Like, get your lives together." But like I said, once again, this is a Mona Scott production, and we know that they'll do anything for a damn storyline. So it don't shock me, it don't surprise me. But hey, it is what it is. If they want to say that they weren't, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. So while they're there, Diamond pulled up, right? So she pulled up on Scrappy. When it comes to Diamond and Scrappy, I just find it kind of odd. Like for me personally, I don't typically go back, especially, go back and get with an ex. It's just not my style, not my forte. But I mean, if that's what they want to do, then, more power to them. I would say maybe let Scrappy get divorced before you move forward. Actually, let me ask that question real quick. Because remember, they showed up to the BET Awards back in June together. I mean, there was a big gap between them on the red carpet, but so was Scrappy divorced at that point? Like, I want somebody to point that out. Was he divorced? Because I cannot remember, to be quite honest with you guys. But he's telling her, Diamond, about the things that have been, have been said, right? He's talking about the fact when he called Erica and Sierra the tight face squad, I lost it because I was like, well, he ain't lying there, right? And I also have to say I agree with Scrappy, right? You For Erica and Sierra to come at him, y'all, it's okay. I get it. Y'all are friends with Bambi. Y'all taking Bambi's side, but y'all are doing the most when it comes to this situation with Scrappy and Bambi. Mind your business, Sierra. You having to try to sneak and move out of your house from your husband Eric. Erica, the things that you said to Scrappy, I feel like should be the things that you should say to your own husband, but you won't say it to him. Your ex-husband, that is. You won't say the things to Safari. I want y'all to have the same energy that you have for Scrappy, for Safari, and Eric individually. Do that for me, and we'll be fine. So not Bambi, but Diamond is saying that she got to address Erica, and she said she called Sierra new face. I was like, oh my god! But she want to address both of them, right? She says that her and Bambi, that Bambi tried to befriend her when she was in a relationship with Scrappy 11 years ago, and then she brought up the situation with Benzino them in the hot tub. I was like, wait a minute. So was Scrappy? Oh, you know what? I do. So you guys know I don't watch Carlos King too often, but I did hear Erica when I did watch some of her interview with Carlos, where she was talking about the fact that Scrappy was with they were together, but he was still messing around with Diamond at the time, and I think this was when they were on the show together, season one. Oh wow, so they were messing around then. Damn, damn. I'm gonna shut up on that one, right? But Scrappy said something that I agree, like I already said, I already said that where I agree with Scrappy on. With Erica and Sierra, mind y'all's business. It's okay to have your girls back, but stop coming at Scrappy. That's all I gotta say. And then the last thing, you guys, that we got is Erica Banks and Raina Rucci. They met up with each other, right? I was thoroughly confused this entire time with this scene with these two because it didn't make a lot of sense to me. So Erica Banks has an issue with Rennie Rucci because Rennie, she says, was trying to holler at her ex when they were together. And I was like, but are y'all together currently? If you're not with that man currently, why do you care? Then Rennie said that Erica was under her ex fiance's comments when they were together and they had already had sex. I was like, so he had sex with her before you, right? If she was under the comments, she was just under the comments. Like, girl, I was like, both of y'all sound ridiculously stupid. Now, I will say, with Erica Banks, girl, you were being hella disrespectful to that woman, telling her to go to therapy, and she just lost her mama. So I didn't feel nothing when Rennie Ruger threw that glass of wine in Erica Banks' face. Now, what I will say that I noticed with Erica, when she threw that glass of wine in her face, them them toddler hairs, they fell down. I was like, oh shit, them toddler hairs are gone bye bye. Like, them toddler hairs were gone goodbye. But they got it. I think they fought each other. I'm not positive because the screen faded to black. But I did see when Rennie got up and she went at old girl Erica Banks. I think I did see her, throw her fist at her. So she may have hit her. I don't know. She went outside, called Sierra. Sierra is trying to be like, oh no, you need to call her and apologize. Girl, apologize for what? For what? Nothing. But that's it, you guys. Be sure to let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below, you guys. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, please, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.